So today is Thanksgiving. Um, my daughter and I went to the mall around 7 o'clock, 7:30. We stayed there for like an hour and a half. Also earlier in the afternoon, I went for a quick walk with my neighbor that lives right next door to me. I also went for a quick walk with him yesterday as well. Yesterday when I went for a walk and then came home, I saw him, so I started talking to him, and then he was just asking me how everything was, and then I said I'm okay, and then asked him where was he going. He said he's just going to take his dog for a quick walk. So I asked him if I can come along. He said sure, and then I told him about my panic attacks and stuff. He asked me how long has it been going on. I say about a year and a half, because he used to always see me out every day. So maybe he was wondering how come he hasn't seen me like outside as much. And so I just told him about what's going on, and he's just asking me questions about, did I go see a doctor? Anything changes, like am I starting to worry about a lot of stuff? I told him yes, and then he told me most likely that's why you're just like you're just over worrying about like a lot of stuff, and then your mind just can't handle it and stuff like that. He asked me if I'm taking medication and stuff. I told him no, I'm not into taking medication. He's anything like that, and he kind of understood. As for today, when I went to the mall, which is early Black Friday sale, I used to go to the mall on Black Friday on the actual Friday, but I guess stores are open on Thanksgiving Day, so decided just go Thanksgiving Day. After we ate, I kind of had my hand was a little shaky, so you'll see me like kind of moving the camera around too quick. Also, this moment is when I start having a dart in my head. It's like, do I really want to be here? And then I start walking a little bit. I started holding on to things because I got a little off balance here and there. Then I felt my head felt strange. I was like, I had this tingling sensation in my head. As you can see, I kept biting my gum, touching the back of my head, things like that. Anytime I feel strange, I start randomly touching my head, touching the back of my head, anything like that. You can see I keep biting my gum. It's like a bad habit I picked up ever since I started having panic attacks, and I'll start biting the back of start biting my gum, scratching the back of my head, anything. So I just stood there for a few minutes, just looking around. Also my vision started to act up. Like I started having blurred vision. You'll see me like squinting my eyes here and there. But I didn't have any urge to run out the store or anything like that, which is good because if I did run out, I knew if I did, I would have a hard time leaving my house again. Because the last time this happened and I ran out, I didn't want to leave my house. You see me touching my head. I started having like head pressure. Sometimes I feel like my head is full, like this liquid. I feel like something's wrong with my brain. I feel like this fluid, a liquid dripping down my head, and then I start touching my forehead. We're here. I'm just talking to my daughter, and you know, even though I'm feeling dizzy and whatever, I manage to laugh and smile at the same time. Sometimes you just have to try your best. Not to let your symptoms, your sensation get the best of you, and if you show it that you're not really scared of it, it doesn't really bother you as much. So that's what I've been trying to do. Even though I feel strange out of it and whatnot, I still try to find time to smile, and it doesn't get to me. As you can see, I'm like kind of squinting my eyes, but at the same time I'm smiling, just talking to my daughter because she was looking at something. Like I said, we were here for like an hour and a half. Just at one store. Cause like everything we were gonna look at was here. So last year, on Christmas I wasn't able to really buy anything for Christmas, and my family understood. But this year I was able to, because I had some money from my tax refund. So I didn't tell anyone I was gonna buy anything. So I just decided, I'm just gonna go buy something, not anything that is gonna cost a lot, but just to be able to buy my family something, because I feel kind of guilty. Last year I wasn't able to really do anything for Christmas. I wasn't even able to leave the house last year this time. So at this moment, I was trying my best not to look up at the lights. As you can see, there's the bright lights above the ceiling. The ceiling itself is bright and white. So the lights was like kind of well messing with my vision. Like when I was looking up, I was having a bad habit of looking up. So I start looking down. When I was walking here, as you can see, I'm walking on carpet, so I wouldn't be looking at the lights reflecting to the ground and right back in my eyes. So, I was trying my best to look straight, not to look down on the floor or look at the lights, which I noticed that's like a habit that I picked up, like, just randomly looking up. It's like if the light is bright, I'll look up. If the sun is if it's sunny, I'll look up. It's like I have to look at bright lights, but at the same time, the bright lights it makes me feel kind of strange. Like anytime it's too bright, it feels like it's really bright. If it's too dark, I'm okay, but sometimes like when it's sunny and then the clouds comes and it just gets dark out of nowhere, sometimes it kind of messes with my mind. I start thinking, am I about to pass out? Is that why it got really bright to really dark? So so that's why when I'm walking, I'm looking left, looking right. That's another habit. I just can't like look straight, like what's ahead of me. I always have to look everywhere. As you can see, my eyes are just randomly looking at every little thing. It's like I just can't focus on looking straight. I'm looking everywhere. Even though I was feeling kind of strange for here, I was still managed to smile, laugh, you know, have fun. I was happy because I was able to overcome my symptoms, my sensation. So I didn't let it get to me. Even though I was feeling kind of strange here and there, I didn't have the urge to run out the store. I remind myself the last time I went out of the store was my second panic attack, and since then I start having a hard time going inside any store. So I didn't want to be like that again. Each day I go somewhere, I feel better and better. I mean, like I mentioned, there are still days that I have my little panicky moments, but I don't let them get to me as much as they used to. Before, once I have a panic attack, I'll just lay in bed and not even move. I just want to lay down. I did not want to get off my bed. Even if it's like a sensation that doesn't really get to me, like sometimes I'll have goosebumps. Even when I had goosebumps before, I didn't want to get off my bed because one symptom comes and then 10 more follows. That's what always happens. But now, if I'm able to walk around when I'm feeling dizzy, I'm feeling vertigo or whatever, that's good for me because I'm not letting it get to me. As you can see, I keep smiling. I'm happy. I'm still a little. I still feel strange. As you can see, I'm touching my hat. Anytime I touch random part of my body, I'm biting my gum or anything like that, that's when I feel kind of strange. If I'm not doing it, then I'm not really feeling strange. As you can tell, I'm just having a good time. Being able to leave my house, go to the mall, stay there for like an hour and a half. There was not as much people as I thought there was, but don't get me wrong, there was still a lot of people, but the lines weren't as long as I thought they were going to be, anything like that. But I'm happy that I was able to come here, stay here for like an hour and a half, without having any real urge to run out. I mean, I had like some moments where I questioned myself, like, wow, am I really here? Or am I like dreaming about being somewhere? I mean, I know I'm really there, but I feel like I was dreaming. So at this point, my daughter and I were done downstairs. We're heading upstairs to the men's in the homes department. I just went upstairs to look for something for my dad. When I got near the escalator, that's when I had that thought that popped in my head, and I was like, my daughter was like, "Hey, you remember the last time you came here a couple of weeks ago when you got off the escalator, you just felt that panicking feeling, the last time I came here, I felt when I got off the escalator, I felt like I was sinking to the ground. I mean, I had that sensation a couple of times, so I reminded myself, hey, I felt this way before, so it shouldn't get to me. Well, here, this is where we're about to go up the escalator. So the closer I got to the escalator, the sooner those thoughts of what happened to me here the last time I came popped in my head, and then I just got on the escalator, leaned back on it, and then that thought just completely went away. I was just looking at the escalator, reminding myself, stop thinking about it. So you see me kind of looking down. This is the point where I felt that quick drop to the floor sensation. It didn't happen this time, but if it did, then it did. I'm not gonna let it get to me. However, when I got upstairs, my vision started playing tricks on me even worse, because upstairs where the home goods and all that stuff is, everything felt like it was too bright. The lights seemed to be even brighter upstairs. All the little small kitchen appliance was upstairs. Everything that's like silver, and then the lights can reflect back in my eyes started to get to me. There was a moment where my vision just went really bad. Like everything was just blurry. I couldn't look what's in front of me without thinking that it's completely blurry. I would have to adjust my eyes a couple of times. But I still managed to just keep walking. I didn't let it get to me. I'm still smiling. Upstairs had a lot more people. The lines were long. But whatever I went to buy, I stood in line. I didn't have the urge to tell my daughter, "Hey, can you pay for this?" And I'm just gonna sit down. I just stood in line. Didn't let it get to me, anything like that. Then when I got to this point where here, it was just like I started having that thought of what happened to me here in late May 2016, early June 2016, which was over a year and a half ago when I started having my panic attacks. I had a panic attack here once before, and that thought popped in my mind because the last time I came here, I was fine, and then the first time I came back to this store after not coming here for a year and a half, when I went back, I started having these panicky moments. I was still able to manage to stay, but back then I was sitting down. When I felt dizzy, I sat down. Now today when I was dizzy, I just kept walking. But what happened to me back in May 2016 or June 2016, I remember getting off the elevator. As soon as I got off the elevator, I just completely started panicky because I felt like the floor was moving up and down really quick, and I just felt like I was losing my mind. But now I feel coming back here, I've been coming back here like 3-4 times, so I'm starting to get used to it. I'm happy that when I came, I was able to walk in. I didn't have any doctor leaving anything like that. Even though I had those symptoms, those sensations, didn't get to me or anything like that. And as you can see, I was still pretty much happy that I went against the thoughts in my head.